What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on SENS ticker. And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news and with the results of their Q4 and full year 2021 earnings report. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you what should we expect next. And before we get into all of that, if you guys would like to earn 2 free stocks with Moomoo valued up to $7,000, please check out that link in the description below. All you have to do is sign up for an account and deposit as little as $1. This is guaranteed free money. Full details you can see on the screen right now. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point and I've told you that we caught the bounce from this green bar, from this range, and this was the main accumulation point for you as a potential investor, and it was a main accumulation point for you as a swing trader, because I identified this bullish divergence. And at this point, when I made the video before my previous video, I've told you literally that we have to have one more leg to the downside, small leg to the downside, in order to complete the entire movement from this top to this bottom, and then we should have a bounce. And from this range we had very good bounce for about 30% to this range and about 45% from the bottom to the top. Very good achievement. And I have to say that on top of these calls, I nailed this very top. And you can watch all of my previous video on Senseonics. And before this call, I nailed this range as the main accumulation range for you as an investor. And definitely it was a very good calls. And I have to say that I'm not bragging about my results. I just want to say that my technical analysis is quite accurate and you can rely on my TA as a part of your due diligence. So, what should we expect next from the technical standpoint? I will show you in my technical analysis in just several minutes. And for now, let's continue with the major news related to Senseonics. First of all, a quick summary about their results. Senseonics press release. Full year GAAP earnings per share of negative $0.72, beats by 22 cents. Revenue of $13.67 million, beats by $0.05 million. And full year 2022 guidance. Global net revenue to Senseonics for the full year 2022 is expected to be in the range of $14 million to $18 million versus consensus of $18.74 million. So I think because of this lower forecast, shares didn't spike up and right after their earnings report they have a decrease by about 2.8%. So I don't think that it might be a major negative catalyst, the miss of their guidance, but definitely with the uncertainty times on the markets, we have to be very cautious. And let me dive deep into some details. I want to pay your attention on several numbers. Net income was $84.4 million or 19 cents per share in Q4 2021 compared to a net loss of $101.6 million or negative 41 cents per share in the year ago period. Revenue increased to $4 million from $3.9 million in Q4 2020. Q4 R&D expenses increased $3 million year over year to $7.7 million as a result of workforce increase, as well as an increase in clinical studies, lab supplies and contractor expenses. And they have very strong cash position. They have $181.8 million in cash. Definitely, fundamentally, this company improved its position, and let me show you the official press release. And right here, I want to pay attention on just several key points of their highlights and accomplishments. They received an approval from the Food and Drug Administration for Eversense E3 CGM system, and I've covered it in my previous video. Next one, initiating E3 commercial launch in the United States at the beginning of April, with active transition to the 6-month system and retirement of the 90-day system. And this point is really important because they won't add new customers to their 180 CGM system. They will move their existing customers from 90-day system to E3 system. And definitely it won't increase the total number of their user base, but definitely it will improve their financial numbers. On top of that, let me show you that they executed consignment agreements with healthcare professionals to reduce acquisition barriers and expect to begin shipping product next week. achieved 8 million additional covered lives with positive coverage decisions from payers including Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, Medical Mutual of Ohio, and CareSource. And this statement is really important because this might lead to much higher sales of their new system. And the last but not the least, received CE mark for Eversense, now remote monitoring app for Android users. And this is also a very good sign for their customer base. So, what did Tim Goodnow say? And he said, following a recent FDA approval, we are excited to make Eversense E3 an industry-leading 6-month sensor available to patients and healthcare providers in the United States in the early April. Our partner Essentia is establishing a newly dedicated CGM commercial organization to drive both adoption and awareness of the Eversense E3. We are excited to continue advancing our long-term implantable sensor pipeline and IDE pivotal study approval for our next generation 1-year sensor this year. Definitely, this is a very good sign for their 2 to 3 years perspective, and they are developing the next step of their CGM system. So, and let's continue with the institutional investors of this company. And I want to pay your attention on just several recent filings. On March the 1st, we have several filings that was made by Vanguard Group. And as you can see, they increased their position by 32.9%, by 20.05%, and by 1.26%. And their total position in Senseonics stock is more than $46 million. Definitely it is a huge position, and this might be the sign that you should pay your attention on this asset, because if you divide the value of their position by number of shares, their average price is roughly $2.67, and for now the price of this stock is $1.96. So definitely from the investor standpoint, this range is still very attractive, but you should be focused on the long-term investment, because in the short period of time we might see another leg to the downside because of the uncertainty of the markets and because of some supply chain issues that I have to say all of the companies will experience in upcoming months, and that's why you have to be cautious. And let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, what should we expect next? I think we have this movement to the upside without completed structure. And this means we have decent possibilities to hit the price target that I marked previously, and it is 0.382 Fibonacci retracement level. And this is the level if you pull the Fibonacci retracement tool from the top of this wave to the bottom of this wave. And I've told you that we should have at least a bounce, and this bounce should hit two main targets. It is 0.236 at the price point of $1.93, and we hit it to the tick. And next, less probable but still possible, is $2.31. And from our entry point, you might have up to 55% to this range if we will hit it in upcoming sessions. So, what should you do if you want to invest? If you are a long-term investor and your investment perspective is more than 1.5 years, you can add your position on every daily red candle. But if you are a swing trader, you should put very tight stop losses, because if we will break the range of 1.72, and it is the downside potential of about 9%, you should be very cautious, because we might see lower prices in upcoming sessions. So, I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now, and if you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!